My name is Chaturvedi and I am a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. So today we are going to talk about, can Twitter face criminal prosecution in the future for user posts. In this interview, Bapat shed light on how the situation can get worrisome for Twitter in case it does not comply with the IT rules, and whether the government can take away its legal shield. On June 16, India woke up to report of Twitter losing its legal protection, consequently being liable to face prosecution over users' posts because of its failure to comply with the Information Technology Rules 2021, Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code. But does the social media giant really lose legal immunity as a result of non-compliance with the rules? Can the government take away safe harbor provisions guaranteed to intermediate under the provision Information Technology Act? To find out, Bar and Bench spoke with Center for Communication Governance Digital Rights Fellow at Internet Freedom Foundation, Krishnan Bapat, who has been actively involved in litigation around the space of digital rights and media communication. In this interview, Bapat sheds light on how the situation can get worrisome for Twitter in case it does not comply with the IT rules, and whether the government can take away its legal shield. In relation to multiple FIRs being registered, this is something we are likely to see if Twitter does not comply with the rules. Whenever something seemingly unlawful is posted on Twitter, not only will the person being taken to court but also Twitter will then face risk of being criminally prosecuted, and there is a possibility that officials of Twitter get convicted in those proceedings. In those proceedings, the crucial question will be if Twitter has complied with the IT rules, Bapat said. Bapat defined an intermediary as a consult that allows two people to have conversation with each other without interference. Reports which state that the Twitter has lost its intermediary status are incorrect. They are not based on the correct understanding of the IT Act. He also details the steps by which Twitter can face prosecution. The prosecution takes place when a person posts unlawful content and FIR is registered against that person. Now, Twitter can also be made a party, and then court will look into whether the Twitter has complied with the obligation listed under the IT Act 2021. Twitter can say it has complied with the rules and thus it has safe harbor. Prosecution can very well argue that Twitter has not complied with the IT rules and thus it too should be criminally prosecuted. That's the link between IT rules 2021 and Information Technology Act. Importantly, Bubbs adds that none of the courts have stayed the implementation of the IT rules 2021 till now. Thus, the question today really is what consequences Twitter will face for complying with these rules. The IFF lawyer has further clarified the air on how the IT rules does not contain anything and above revocation of intermediary status. That is what the entire confusion is about. Intermediary is a technical qualification and not something which can be granted or revoked. Twitter is an intermediary and will remain so, says Kumar. Thank you.